I had just gone through a breakup, probably about 2 or 3 months after Kevin.
Not from me, though, Brady. You still got
no,
me.
we're still together.
Brothers Bistro. Recipes so simple, even a dude can make it.
All right, bro. I'm Skinny Kenny.
I'm Musclehead Ken, and we're the Klar Brothers. Welcome to Brothers Bistro.
We are here for your help.
And you know what? This is our first time on national TV, second time on national. They kept calling us back. We got the call back.
Pretty soon we're going to be superstars. We're going to be
regulars.
Go to the Oscars.
Right? Yeah. We'll have a star on the door or something.
We're coming at you today to tell you about an appearance we just made. A couple of weeks ago, we actually got asked to be on the Optavia National Health Call. And Optavia is the health program that we coach. They asked us to get on there and demo a little recipe.
So we put together a little demo, and we're going to play it for you here in just a second so you can see it. And it's only like 5 minutes long, so it's definitely shorter than our normal stuff.
Well, and I don't think we're going to play the whole thing for them because there'll be a separate episode with that recipe. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you snippets because we did a little live piece and we did a little pre-recorded piece and we had some fun on there.
All right. So you got to come over and see us.
And hey, our YouTube subscribers are way up. So if you're on YouTube now watching, you got to hit the post notifications, turn on the subscribe.
Give us a big thumbs up, and then you won't miss us when we come out.
Right.
You get notified. Like, it doesn't cost you nothing.
And you can be in on the ground floor, like under the first 1,000 people, whatever this. You can say you knew us when.
That's right. So with that, Klar Brothers Bistro, here for your health.
Sausage and mustard. I feel qualified to talk about food. To be honest with you, I've had a pretty unhealthy relationship with food. And so I'm excited for this topic tonight. I have some special guests, Ken and Kevin Klar, AKA the Klar Brothers Bistro, and they're joining us live tonight from the kitchen. And I'm so excited to have them. Ken is a retired engineer, and Kevin is a retired fire chief. However, we all three live in the Southern California area. So Kevin, has been out fighting the fires. Thank you, Kevin, for doing that and for helping to save our community. But welcome to our webinar tonight. How are you, Ken? How are you, Kevin?
We're doing great. We're doing good. Happy to be here.
Oh my goodness. I'm ready. So glad that you guys are here. We're going to have some fun just sharing some awesome tips. You know, before we get started tonight, I am really curious to hear a little bit more about your story and to find out tell us a little bit about your Optavia journey and what part of this journey has been most exciting for you in learning how to get and stay healthy.
Well, bro, I know I had to show you everything you know.
Well, you got started first, so maybe you should start. All
right.
You came out
so
first.
So I was approaching 50. I was about 25 or 30 pounds heavier than I wanted to be. And the tricks and tips that I used to use in the past weren't working as well. I saw my wife connect with our coach, Jen, and she started losing weight. And so I thought, well, man, if she can do this, it can't be that hard, right? And so then my brother...
Yep. I had just gone through a breakup, probably about 2 or 3 months after Kevin.
Not from me, though, Brady. You still got
no,
me.
we're still together. And I was going to be back on the market, and I needed to shed a few LBs, as they say. So I talked to my bro because I figured if him and his wife could do this and be successful, I should at least give it a whirl. And, here we are. What is it, 9 years later, something like that. Yeah.
Still contending for our health, right? Keeping the weight off and doing what we need to do.
What prompted you to start a YouTube channel and start sharing lean and greens? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I started losing my weight and got on program, I realized I didn't know the first thing about being in the kitchen. So I talked to my bro, the fire chief, who had cooked lots of meals in the firehouse, and he drugged me to the grocery store, and we checked out that outer perimeter where all those healthy meals are.
The first thing I showed him was a really simple way, right?
What's that?
The string cheese.
String cheese. 4 string cheeses a lean.
And a cup and a half of your cherub tomatoes. You can have a little Capri salad in your mouth. Just sprinkle a little bit of balsamic in there. You're good. But even tonight, I mean, we've got a meal right here. We're prepping up, ready to go. Like, super simple. Chicken, veggies. I mean, that's how easy is that? It's super simple.
So when we started doing this together, we realized there's got to be some other guys out there that are a little intimidated by the kitchen and cooking. And so we started a YouTube channel where we make plan compliant recipes. And sometimes we throw in some tips and things like that along the way. And we realized that not only do men want clean, healthy, easy recipes, but lots of women out there want healthy, easy, fun recipes.
So we have focused on recipes so simple, even a dude can make it.
Well, Kevin and Ken, I'll tell you what, I love, first of all, how simple you made the 4 string cheeses and the 1.5 cups of tomatoes. Like anybody anywhere, when they realize, I don't have time to go fix a lean and green, they can run to a grocery store and keep it simple, sweetie, right? Kiss. So that's probably the easiest thing you could possibly do. But also, I loved your sheet pan idea and that you guys have dinner planned tonight. I know I'm only about 20 minutes from you. I might just drive to your house pretty soon and kind of join you.
I think we got an extra serving.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. Now, for many of us, we've been part of a 28-day challenge, and you actually shared recently a video that you did for the challenge. I want to thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and run that here in just a minute. But anything you want to say before we go?
Klar Brothers Bistro, here for your health.
I think you're going to like it. I don't know if my brother's going to like it. He's hard to convince, but
we're going to put all this basically in a pan. When we come right back, we're going to have a little cooktop here. We got a new little toy. Look at that. It's just kind of making a little combined deal for our ingredients. Good job. Okay, now we can add in the other stuff, right?
Yep. Add in the tomatoes and the cauliflower, and we're going to cook it for another 7 to 8 minutes. We're going to try and evenly spread the cheese, and we're going to get ready to put this in the broiler.
That looks good.
You could add jalapeno probably, and maybe a little bit more chili flakes if you wanted, if you like it spicy, or you could just put some spicy salsa on the top. What do you think?
That's pretty good.
And it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't
start to
very long.
finish.
That is simple, even a dude can make it, but us women too. And here's the point. I saw in the chat how many of you have already tried that recipe. And after our conversation tonight, how many of you are excited to be getting into your app, trying some other recipes? That's the whole point of our conversation tonight.